your strap, around your waist. Through. Go back over the top of the other one, through the other one, tighten it as fast back to your waist. It's nice and tight when you get started, you don't fall out of your harness.
Now, folks, Tim's going to show you how far across the pool he gets. Now, you're going to be surprised. He's going to be able to get about halfway across the pool, and that's it. That's his end. Now he's got a spot where he can swim, and he can keep it going. He's going to first be showing us this basically regular crawl motion with breathing. He's not going to be using the snorkel yet. And as you can see, he's basically just keeping a constant stroke going. And he's not going anywhere. He's never going to get to the other side. One, he's going to be able to train his lungs. If he's a swimmer, this is great for him, because if you have kids who are swimming, summertime, no one wants to go into a gym. This is a great way to not have to go into a gym. You can actually get your workout here. Okay, now Tim's going to take a quick switch over. He's going to hook up, put on his web hands. And he's going to grab his snorkel, and he's going to show us now. This is the 20-minute. This is nice, restricted air coming in. But he's going to be able to stay in there, and he's going to be able to switch different strokes for us and stay very active through the whole time. Now, the web hands are going to give him the ability to work on his chest, his shoulders, his arms. Helps develop. Keeping his legs going, he's going to be able to keep a solid kick. And then when he brings in the board and the other leg holder, he's going to be able to just basically work his upper body. Now, I know he might look a little strange here, and a lot of kids say, I don't know if I want to do this. The fact is, this is a great training method. One, there's less chance of injury, and he's going to get a nice cardio. Now he's going to be able to keep his head and work on his stroke. And you can see, he's actually nice work. And with those heavy hands, now he's building resistance against himself. So as he pulls back, he's working that upper body a lot harder than he would normally be working on a normal stroke. It's going to help him gain speed in the water. It's actually going to build up his shoulders and his arms and his chest without doing any damage to him. And I think he's going to go into a breaststroke now. Now this is really where you start feeling it in your shoulders and in your chest. Well, the nice part here is you got to stay at plank. You got to keep that hips up and legs out. So your abs are getting a workout this whole time as you're doing this workout. You can actually see he's keeping them out there. And that tether's keeping him there. Now, here's the best part. You notice the water in the pool now is starting to become like a wave. It's working against him on top of what he's doing. He can work on his form for a breaststroke, keep his head down in the water a little bit better, and keep going. Right now he's kind of keeping his head up because he wants to hear what we're talking about, so when he knows when to switch. And you can actually see the water. This is from his own motion. It's not from anything else but other than him swimming. Now he's going to go back to a crawl. And pull those arms up a little higher. Yep, sometimes I got to get him. Keep your head in the water. Now we're going to transition to a leg or upper body only. Tim's going to put the wedge in between his legs, and basically now he's demobilized his legs. He's still going to stay in plank, but now he's going to start doing, again, a crawl, and then he's going to go right into a breaststroke. Now this is nothing but upper body strength that's pulling him. Again, he's going to have to work his core. And the reason for the snorkel, restricted breathing. He's getting air, he's just not getting as much air. So he still has to fill up those lungs, but on those humid days, this is going to be nice for him, because when he's out there with a football helmet on, shoulder pads and all that extra gear, his body's already conditioned for that type of restricted breathing from the helmet itself. I'm going to have him go into a breaststroke now. Now this is really where he works. When you have no legs, folks, this is tough. This really makes your shoulders, your arms, your chest, everything scream. especially without those legs going, he has to really work. The nice part is, too, he's actually, in a sense, working his glutes. He's got to keep that wedge in there, so he's kind of keeping his legs really taut, and he's got to keep his abs taut to stay out in plank so he can stay in a proper swimming mat. And you can see, now Tim's 6 foot tall. So halfway across this pool, he's still staying in a pretty good position, and this is a nice workout for him. And we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to have him switch over to an arms only, or a legs only section now. He's going to be working his legs only. With the kickboard, he's out there, he's still out in full plank. And that's not that easy either, because what you want to do at times, you want to start slacking down and letting your body drop. This is tough. You got to keep those legs and those hips up and kick those legs. And he could do a scissor kick and really work his abs, his obliques, his hamstrings, and he can go switch kicks at any time he wants to do, depending on what he wants. And he's going to go back to a flutter kick again. So all those moms out there, you really want to get a nice workout. 20 minutes of this is really unique. It's a great workout. It feels good on the body. You can add, depending on how the size of your pool, you can add as many people as you want or as little as people. I have two. It's very comfortable for 2 people to go in here, and we can get going pretty good. And Tim's about done here, and I'm going to show you how he uses the resistance bands. Get a good look, too, at the hands that he has. As you look at those, that's where his resistance is building. He's got a web hand. How does that feel on you, Tim, when you're really pulling on that?
Feel your chest, shoulders, arms, and a little bit of your back all.
There's a lot of resistance. How you keep if you keep your hand wide open?
Yeah.
Okay. Really, so it really gives you a good workout instead of a normal hand?
Yeah.
And does that help increase your speed?
If you're without the belt, it'll help increase your speed on this. It helps you stay more balanced, but it works you faster.
Very good. All right, folks, Tim's going to show you a little bit about the water dumbbells. I'm going to let him describe to you as best he can. I know he's going to have to speak up a little because he's a little bit farther away from me in the water, but he can show you a little, quite a few nice little moves here. And those water dumbbells are going to come in handy for him. Why don't you tell us what you're going to be doing here, Tim?
These water dumbbells pretty much give you resistance. You push them underwater. You can twist your wrist to get a forearm workout. You could, when you curve these more, they give you more resistance. If you want less, you put them on the less resistance. Matters how you curve them. You could go underwater, do a fly with them. You could...
Go ahead.
You could fly, you could do forearms.
Chest push?
You could do a chest push underwater. You could do triceps if you want to go up and down with them. Pretty much they can work you most other ways. You could do like a reverse tricep too with them to work both sides. Biceps,
you mean? And the other thing is, you usually would go down towards your shoulders, right, height-wise. So you're actually in the water when you're doing this, so that would be your right position. Now, if you have a deep pool, folks, that's where that water belt comes in, because you don't need to have to go down like Tim does. Your body normally will pull you down there, but that'll keep you in a position where you can start working your arms and you get a good workout. Now, Tim, what's the other thing that we have sitting over here? We were talking about the resistance bands. Why don't you show us how these work?
We have a resistance band with a carabine hooked up like you do one of our tether lines for swimming. You just have the eye hook here, do a rope or chain, hook a carabine up, and you just use your regular resistance bands you have in the gym or anywhere else, pull into the pool, do all different workouts. You can do a chest press, triceps, back foot,
rows,
triceps, rows.
So pretty much you can work your whole body from the pool. Now, how does that feel when you're on the feet?
It's hard to keep your balance because the water's trying to take you while you're...
And you're kind of moving forward, so you have to kind of dig in, don't you, and really balance yourself.
Yeah. If you have water shoes, they'll be preferable in here because they'll help you keep some stability instead of just having a barefoot on them.
Plus swimming, that gives you a little more resistance, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, folks, that's our swimming program here. Tim's going to kind of finish off here. I'm going to get a couple more seconds of him just working out. And, this is how you can create your own pool into something you can do. And the nice part is, doesn't that make a difference? It's 90 degrees out. Doesn't mean you can't go out and get an exercise. This is just another way you can take stuff that you might already have at the home, or for under $100, really convert your pool into something that's really nice to work out in. And you know what? You're staying cool. You're getting your workout. You're feeling good. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you're going to have a nice workout. Mom, if you got a lot of running to do in the day, maybe even make that dinner while you're out there. From Western New York Boot Camp, we'll be back with our next segment. We're going to be showing you later on how we took our backyard, used the garage, and turned it into a spot where we can actually get part of our boot camp. This is actually our water work for our boot camp. Yeah, just like in real boot camps, you got different branches of the service. With the different branches, some are sea, some are air, some are ground. Well, I can't cover the air part, but I can tell you what, I can cover the ground and the sea, and this is what we do. This is also, too, so I can give them a little bit of a change-up on their bodies. I can put a P90X or an Insanity workout in the pool, and they can get it right here and stay nice and cool, and I don't have to worry about somebody going through a heat stroke. From Western New York Boot Camp, I'm going to sign off now. We'll be back. Thank you.